I'm working on it. We're back in session, taking up item 6D, notice public hearing for 3 p.m. Discussion possible action regarding approval of proposed fee modifications to the 2008 master fee schedule for departments referenced on attached Exhibit A, effective July 1st, 2008, and adopt an amendment to the master fee schedule Exhibit X, Resolution 08-051, and this was last adopted on April 1st of 2008. So, to the CEO's office.
Thank you. I want to turn the time over immediately because we're short on time to Jennifer Wyatt of our office, who's handled the process.
Thank you, Ms. Wyatt.
Thank you. The departments of the Sheriff's Office, Transportation, Solid Waste, Division of Transportation, Treasurer Tax Collector, Planning and Building and Facilities and Fleet, Division of GSA are requesting consideration today and possible adoption of the new revised fee schedules effective no earlier than July 1st, 2008. Planning and Building and Division of Solid Waste will have a delayed implementation for fees until January 2009 based on COLA increases recommended by the Auditor Controller that take effect January 2009. Department directors are in attendance today to answer any questions that the board or the constituents may have. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them at this point.
Okay, to the board, questions, quite a lengthy agenda item paper-wise in front of us. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, let me go to the official situation here. Okay, this is a public hearing. I'll now open the public hearing to the clerk. Any correspondence, telephone calls?
The correspondence received is in the board packets.
Okay. Any additional presentation on the staff at this time?
No, not at this time.
Okay. We'll move to public input then. Those wishing to speak to the item, if you have not filled out a speaker form, please do so and step forward. State your name at the microphone. Please try and keep your comments to 3 minutes. And to the first speaker, Mr. Graff. Please state your name for the record.
John Graff, speaking for the Employers Council of Mendocino County. There's parts of this package, and I think everyone has it. It's a pretty large package that are encouraging. It's apparent that in the last couple of years that people are working harder in the county to understand how fee increases are supposed to happen and how they're supposed to come about. In other words, the justification in some of these sections are more in line with what the Employers Council has been looking for years. However, we have some real concerns. As you've heard me speak before, fees are supposed to be set by the cost of doing that particular task. And when you look through this package, in some cases you'll find overhead for the department factored into that. The other thing that I saw in going through this package that disturbed me is out of the 220 some pages here, there was only one fee that went down. And I want to remind you that when Mr. Hall did his package last time, about 1 out of 6 went down. And that should be something that would happen if in fact the justifications were done correctly. So I'm having a problem with the fact that the number of fees that went up are, there's a lot of fees that went up and only one that went down. I would think that if the exercise was done correctly, we would see fees drop. And I hope that this is not an attempt by the county to solve some of their shortfall. I hope that the fees are really looked at as the actual cost of performing the tasks as fees are supposed to, spelled out by the state of California. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graff. Other members of the public wishing to speak to this item on the